to your Week 2 Fantasy Football Recap. My name is Aiden Ross, the Commissioner, and this is my co-host and co-commissioner, Del Brooks. Coming at you live from the Northern Network. Week 2 Fantasy Football of the Unit 24 Commissioners League. A Northern domination. All 7 Northern teams recorded a win this week, beating their Southern opponents. Week 1 turnout was much better than Week 1. There was an increase from an average of 86.72 points per game in Week 1 to in Week 2 over 121 points per game. However, only one of the 5 top best quarterbacks were started, compared to the 7 of the 10 best wide receivers and 8 of the 10 best running backs.
In free agency for Week 1, Jermaine Burton slot machine got Quentin Johnston with the first waiver. With the second waiver, bye week got Kayshawn Boot, followed by Calvin Austin III and Cam Little, who became a starter this week. Then Mike Up Steven got the Los Angeles Rams defense, who also became a starter this week. Del área de Clemson got Juwan Jennings and then Chad Ryland, a kicker, who started this game. And Squirrel Hill Nutters got 4 players across free agency, waivers round 1, and waivers round 2. They were Harold Fannin Jr., who was a starter, Matt Prater, who was a starter, Arizona, who was a starter, and Drake May, who was not a starter. Then Hit and Ruggs got Isaac Tesla and Aaron Rodgers. Wet and Reckless started Dallas, and then Climb Up Jack got Marvin Mims, who sat on the bench.
We'll be right back after this ad break.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Impossible or Bacon Whopper, I rule this day. MBK, have it your way.
Coming in with your Thursday night football matchup, a matchup between your two hosts, where I pulled off a last-minute win. Some of my boomer and bust players, most notably Jamar Chase, scoring 41 points, making the second team for wide receivers this week. And a massive bust, J.J. McCarthy, scoring negative 1.8 points for my quarterback position. A massive missed opportunity on my part came in the form of Jared Goff, scored 52 points, making the second team this week. The game MVP came out to be Bucky Irving, who in the last minute of play made a 25-yard reception to win me the game. I wound up winning 108.62 to 105.65.
Over on my team, I had my boom candidate as Jameson Williams scoring 29.3 points, and my bust was Breece Hall with 5.3 points. I had a lot of missed opportunities on the bench. Jordan Love scoring 25 points, Juwan Jennings scoring 24.65 points, and Juwan Johnson, my tight end, scoring 14.65 points. And he made the second team for the season. There have only been 3 5-point matches this year, and guess what? I've lost 2 of them.
Coming in your Northern Network Game 1, the number 11 Dancing Israelis at number 5 Squirrel Hill Nutters. The Dancing Israelis had some massive booms in the forms of Amon-Ra St. Brown, scoring 39.95 points, also making the second team. He had 3 players with 0 points this week, including Tank Bigsby, Colston Loveland, and New York. Questionable decisions from this manager.
Over by Squirrel Hill Nutters, who your name is still misspelled, had almost perfect starters. Bo Nix scoring 28 points, Puka Nacua 31.6, who is now the wide receiver 2 for the season. Jahmyr Gibbs 20.65 points, Matt Prater 14 points, who was on the waiver wire, and Arizona, 13 points, also a waiver wire ad. But Austin Eckler will be missed as he is now on IR after a torn Achilles. Squirrel Hill Nutters won 146.64 to 97.69.
Coming in on Southern Station, Game 1, number 13 Jermaine Burton Slot Machine at number 4 Deboer's Recruits. For Jermaine Burton's slot machine, his noticeable boom is James Cook, scoring 35.25 points, the first team and the top running back of the season so far. And another boom coming in the form of Lamar Jackson, scoring 33.3 points, also being the first team top quarterback of the season. Some massive busts include Cortland Sutton, scoring 1.35 points, and Travion Henderson, scoring 5.5 points. He had some important missed opportunities on the bench, including Wan'Dale Robinson, scored 31.2 points, coming in at the third team this year. Quentin Johnston, who he controversially got to pick up on the waiver wires this week and left on the bench, scoring 21.15 points, as well as running back J.K. Dobbins, scoring 15.25 points.
Over on Deboer's recruit, his boom candidate was Brandon Aubrey, scoring 22 points. He had 4 field goals, which is the most amount of field goals in a game this year. He is the second best kicker so far. And then Derrick Henry busted after his MVP game last week. He scored 2.3 points. Now he's on the second team. Well, Deboer will be missing Joe Burrow, who will be out for 3 months following his toe injury. And then some missed opportunities on the bench, including Keenan Allen scoring 16 points.
Jermaine Burton's slot machine wound up winning this week, scoring 115.35 points to Deboer's recruits, 102.99 points. Coming in the Northern Network Game 2, number 10 Mic'd Up Steven at number 1 Climb Up Jack. Mic'd Up Steven, all players scored around their projected points. Star players include Devon Achane, scoring 24.2 points, being a third-team running back this year, as well as the Los Angeles Rams defense, scored 8 points, coming in at the third best defense in the league. He had some very important missed opportunities on the bench, including third-teamer Zach Ertz, scoring 16.9 points, and running back Kenneth Walker III, scoring 21.55 points.
Now, Jack has been dominant all season long. He had 5 players score more than 20 points this game, including Jonathan Taylor scoring 41 points, who's on the first team, Patrick Mahomes with 28.08 points, Tucker Kraft scoring 27.9 points, and he is the number 1 tight end for the year, CeeDee Lamb scoring 20.95, and then Tyreek Hill scoring 20.4. He also had a 20-pointer on the bench, Ramondre Stevenson scoring 21.95 points. Climb Up Jack won 174.53 to 114.75. He has finished first in week 1 and week 2. No one has been able to score more points than Jack in a week.
Coming in at Southern Station Game 2, number 8, Talk Tua at number 12, Najee Germany. Najee Germany, almost all of their players hit their productions, minus one bust player in the form of Marvin Harrison Jr., scoring a measly 4.2 points. He had an important missed opportunity on the bench in the form of Bashal Tutin, scoring 14.9 points.
Then over for Talk Tua, his bust was R.J. Harvey scoring only 3.15 points. While on his bench he had a running back, Tyler Algier, scoring 14.75 points. His star player, Bijan Robinson, scored 22 points this game, and he's still first team. But this week's MVP goes to Rome Odunze, scoring 33.05 points, 7 receptions for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns. He is now on the second team for the season. And Talk Tua won 137 flat to 121.79.
An exciting Sunday night football game between the number 3 Epstein's Endzone Elites and number 2 Hittin' Rugs. Epstein's Endzone Elites had some important boom and bust. Justin Herbert boomed for a massive 26.78 points, and Sam Laporta, although the Lions' impressive game, only wound up scoring 4.85 points. His star, Christian McCaffrey, third-team running back, scored 21.2 points.
Over with Hidden Rugs, his boom candidate was Javonte Williams, scoring 23.5 points. That puts him in the second team for the season. However, he had a lot of busts. Drake London scoring 5.15 points, Hollywood Brown scoring 6.75 points, and then Denver, his defense, scoring nothing. However, in week 2, he gets the Sharp Shooter Award for 100% accuracy in choosing his lineup.
Epstein's Endzone Elites wound up finishing off number 2 Hittin' Rugs, winning 112.23 to 95.15 points. The last game of the week, Monday Night Football matchup, was another bye week. Number 13 bye week played number 7 Saban Squad. Saban's squad had the highest scoring player of the week and the game MVP, Malik Neighbors, scoring 49.45 points, but 9 receptions for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns, combined with one 40-yard touchdown, and he is the best wide receiver in the league so far. He had some noticeable busts, including TJ Hawkinson, scoring 1.95 points, and Ashton Genty, scoring a disappointing 6.65 points.
Over for bye week, all his skill players were under their projection. Josh Allen only scoring 13 points, Calvin Ridley 8, Jerry Jeudy 8, JCM a nice 1.7, even though Akella went out for his Achilles. Omarion Hampton 3.25 points, Brock Bowers 7.55 points, and Michael Pittman 7 points. It was the lowest score of week 2.
Saban's squad, however, had the largest point differential of the season so far, winning 148.28 to 63.37. We'll be right back after this ad break.
And there's your beautiful baby.
Any day now.
Really? You're eating Doritos? He's eating Doritos on my ultrasound. Do you see what I have to do?
I know.
Give me that.
Coming at you live from the Northern Network, we have breaking news. The lovely ladies of House 22 have concluded what the fantasy football punishment shall be this year. We'll turn it over to them to now, Belle.
Hello, I am Laura Claire Bollinger, and today I'm here with Jermaine, and we are a part of the lovely ladies of House 22. And we have officially decided on you guys' fantasy football punishment of 2025-2026 season. And we have decided that y'all will be our pledges for a month. And this can include things such as, but not limited to, taking out our trash, washing our cars, getting our gas pumped for us, and really just anything else that we decide or see fit for you during that time. Thank you so much for involving us, and we look forward to seeing how this plays out. Best of luck to you all.
Thank you, ladies, for introducing us to what this punishment should be. It should be interesting to see who competes for and who competes against that punishment. We're going to wrap up this week with the Week 3 preview. Thursday Night Football comes in number 14 bye week, who's 0-2, at number 7 Talk Tua, 1-1.
Over on the Northern Network, number 11, the área de Clemson, who is now 0-2, is facing the number 1 Climb Up Jack that no one has been able to outscore.
On the Southern Station's first game of the week, number 9 Jermaine Burton Slot Machine at 1-1 is visiting at number 12 Najee Germany's 0-2 team. Is the only Southern versus Southern game in Week 3.
Over on Northern Network 2, number 5 Epsteins Endzone Elites, who are 2-0, are playing number 3 Squirell Hill Nutters, who are also 2-0. This is the first Northern v Northern game of the year and the only one this week.
Coming in your second Southern Station game, number 8 Hittin' Rugs, who's 1-1, visiting number 2 Deboer's Recruits, who is also 1-1.
Over on Sunday Night Football, we got a great matchup of number 10 Mic'd Up Steven, who is now 0-2, at number 4 Saban Squad, who's 2-0.
Finishing off the week, another Monday Night Football matchup is number 6 Wet and Reckless, who's 2-0, at number 13 Dancing Israelis, who is 0-2. And that concludes this Northern Network episode of Week 2 Fantasy Football Recap. Thank you for watching.